Well, welcome back, my friends, all to another edition of Knife Reviews with Old Kesha. Today we got the Cabela folder, and we're going to do a little bit of playing around with it. Not too impressed with the edge, but I mean, you could get it hair popping sharp once you honed it up a little bit. The pieces falling, but I mean, it is sharp, but wouldn't recommend doing too much hard use with the edge. Alright, can y'all see me okay? Alright, let's do a little bit of batoning, shall we? Broke the baton. Let's do something bigger here. Piece of this exact stick. Do some prying here. That's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie about it. Let's do some. I think this is fine. Look at that, made a spear tip out of it. So, it will hold the edge. Just wouldn't recommend too much hard use with the edge. But, you can get it hair popping sharp after it goes dull. But anyway, it can go through a stick. Baton through a stick. It can do woodworking for all my woodworkers out there, and it can be sharp. So let's move on to the next test. Okay, so I don't have my tripod with me, so I kind of just have to like sit y'all on the ground. Now we're going to do a little bit of tip retention, and this is a very little knife, and I have big hands. So, and by the way, do I even have to say it? Do not try this at home. I am a professional. damaged right at the moment. So, I'd say it held up pretty well. Okay. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to take the wooden spear that I made a while ago and we're going to do some chopping. And the first swing, I hit my finger on the oh, by the way, this is not a spine whack test. If it was, I'd be using the spine. I'd be whacking the spine. Edge would be up, and I'd be whacking the spine on the stick. Instead, I'm using the edge to see how it will hold up. Now we're going to stab the stick. I know we already did a tip test a while ago, but I mean, look how deep that went just from them few strikes. So it can chop, and it can stab, it can cut. So now let's see if it can still cut paper after going through all that. Alright, so we're back, and I don't know, one next. We may have cut a little paper a while ago. You don't talk about it. Ooh. I was gonna say that can it cut flesh, but I truly do not feel like being today's test dummy. The top side of the edge is I mean, cuts through paper a little bit. Anyway, I made a few cuts with it, but for the most part, I wouldn't recommend this for a hard use folder. Yeah, it'll hold up, but if you're doing hard use on the edge, then I wouldn't recommend this. But it will, however, you can get the edge back up immediately As you saw there, I just run it back and forth until it's sharp again. But if you're just looking for something to open letters or open a package, I would recommend this. But as far as hard use cutting goes, no. And I would also not recommend this if you're a big guy like me and you have big hands. I would recommend something, if you're looking for a hard use knife and something that'll fit your hand, I would recommend something like that, the Kershaw. But that's just because I'm a big guy and I can get a firm grip on this. But anyway, that is the hard use review on the Cabela folder. It did okay. But anyway, y'all be looking for a video on the Gerber 06 Fast and some more Kershaw knives. I'm gonna get a Kershaw side button automatic for a review. So y'all be looking for videos on that. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'm Kesha. You're not. And I'm gone, son.